Hey everybody, and welcome back to Football Manager 2016 with me, GW365. I need to really think of a different name, like something to do with lower league. To legend or awesomeness. I don't know. I think legend has already been taken. Yeah, this is the schedule. Last time out, we lost 1-0 against Stalybridge. Sorry, 3-0 against Stalybridge. We followed that up with a 1-0 loss against Stalybridge. The new tactic is not as effective because of the players that we currently got in. There's some transfers to go through, but first of all, I will go through the highlights. So, like I said, we lost 3-0 last time out, so you saw those goals if you watched the last episode. If you haven't, I recommend you go back and see us get pummeled. I'm sure you'll agree it's a lot of fun seeing someone thinking they're trying to be good do really, really poor. Ben Atkinson got man of the match here, but it doesn't matter because we lost a game, and it was Alex Johnson, a player you might be familiar if you watched my From Geyser to Greatness save on 2015 towards the back end of the year. Yeah, you'll find you might have seen his name. It was quite prominent in the first season. Not many chances in this game. We did slightly edge the possession battle, and we did play better than what we did in the last game. However, it wasn't to be in terms of a match-winning result, which is a shame. Why is this highlight taking a week to load? I mean, I am uploading at the same time, at this moment in time. There we go. And this is how the goal came. It came not long after half-time. Let's just get a little bit further closer because I don't like spending ages on massive highlights. Ball was punted forward. Chalmers just unchallenged whatsoever. He found Thames, who fed in the onrushing Alex Johnson. Maybe a hinted offside, but it probably was perfectly timed. He got his 7th goal of the season. We lost the game 1-0, and we was back downwards. It was not good, not fun. So we move on to the next game, which was at home against top of the league, Boston United, and we were winning 1-0 despite having 10 men. This is one of the main reasons why we lost. It was a two-footed lunge. I'm not going to go into the actual tackle, but Tom Smart, the new signing, getting a red card for a two-footed lunge on their right winger, which I believe is Kane Felix. But yeah, again, we got the man of the match, I believe, with 8 out of 10, Liam Blake. Why is it taking so long? It doesn't normally take this long. I apologise for this, it shouldn't take this long. But yeah, we were defending really, really well as well in this game. Obviously they had more chances, but that's largely down to the fact that we're down to 10. But yeah, Phillips played a ball inside. Let's speed this up a little bit. Brown got it on this left hand side. I think he ended up playing at left back after this point because there was no one else, no recognised left back in the team. Phillips with a neat little finish. Good goal. Then we move on to the next. I'd like to move on if I can, please. Apparently it won't let me. But yeah, headed away by Horan. Garner won the ball off Blake. Like I said, I'm beginning to think, maybe, just maybe, we can snatch this one. And then, right in the hour mark, just before I made any changes, this is what happened. Southall hits the ball, fed Roberts out wide. Neat little 1-2. Swung it in. Garner was there. It was tackled. He was tackled by Horan, but it fell into the path of Southwell, who's got his 9th goal of the season. I'm not surprised he scored. Then I need to go into this highlight, which is there was no other highlight until this, which you just saw at the goal at the end. Try again. Grant Roberts, that is. I believe it's Grant. He got it out to the substitute Mars. The two substitutes combining. Kwanzaa found Dixon. Look at the space that Roberts is in. He crossed in deep, and Felix headed a square for pretty much an open goal for Walker because the keeper had come across. And that was the Boston game. We lost 2-1. I wasn't too disappointed because we played quite well despite being down to 10 men. And we took that kind of performance into the next game against Alfreton, who are down there, it has to be said. And we actually won via an own goal after 6 minutes. We shaded the match in terms of chances and possession. We were absolutely dominating, and to be fair, they came back and got quite a few chances. And at one point, I thought, we're definitely going to concede here, and it never did. We had Omar Sinclair playing left back, I know he's left-footed, but he's not a natural left back, and he had an absolute blinder. Got man of the match, 8.6 out of 10. It was his cross, this one here, that resulted in the goal. Gillinsky under pressure from Thewlis, a new transfer there. You'll see how we got him last shortly. But that was it for the game. That was it. No chances. Other than that, really. Well, no real opportunities. Then we went away to Nuneaton, who, if you remember, they knocked us out of the FA Trophy on the... no, in extra time, sorry. I've got a sneeze coming. Sorry. And as you can see, 3-1, we won. We again shaded the chances and possession. And we went 3-0 up before half-time. And we missed a penalty as well, I might add. Ben Atkinson is the penalty taker, as you can see here. Straight down the middle. But we took him off. And not long after, Ty Phillips had a chance. And he got man of the match despite missing that penalty. Leaves some good goals. No, you can't see that. There we go. Ball was loose. Harewood headed it back for us. It was a right header forward for us, even though he's on the opposite team. And then Bridges got it here. Fed Thewlis getting his first goal for the club. Jordan Thewlis. I do know a little bit about this guy. Never really used him. I think it's Harrogate, is it? Or is it someone? I can't remember exactly, but it's one of the teams I've managed briefly before I started the Curzon Ashton saves. Because I thought that's where the real challenge lies. I did get Harrogate promoted once. But yeah, and then while we're watching this, going through it forward to this. It's a throw-in, which Woodford took. Found Phillips, knocked it back. Decent cross in. And Bridges just at the back post. It somehow went through all those bodies. And Bridges was there to make it to 3-0, sorry. Then, their consolation came from a throw. He fed Keane to Chettle. Squared it. Some neat passing. Played it out wide. Smith was there. Nice little 1-2 with him there. Good header. Can't really complain about that. Defenders maybe could have trapped him a little bit better, but that was a good goal. I'm not going to lie. I actually applauded that myself. Then, the last game, we played Heddersford, and we lost 2-0. Never really... We dominated the game in terms of possession and slightly edged the chances. But the damage was already done after 2 minutes. Liam Dickinson, he's only just signed for him, scored within 2 minutes of his debut. And Taylor Parmenter, he got a goal late on as we were trying to press for the equaliser. Pursehouse, another new signing. Again, I'll show you them shortly. It is January after all in this part of the save. Woolslock is highlight apparently. Brown played it forward. Oh, here we go. Long punt down the field. Horan headed away. Came to Disney, who fed Mickey Mouse. Dickinson got it here, and you're thinking he's not got a chance at all. What is that, Bird? What is that attempt of saving? Just threw his arms forward. Thought it was like Michael Jackson or something, like moving to the side. Ah. Yeah, terrible goal to concede. I'm not going to lie. But then this was the other chance. Cross came in. Parmenter just beat everyone to the ball. Baird, don't know where he was going. He was never going to make that catch. I think definitely next season a keeper is going to be on the agenda. And that's it for your highlights of the last couple of games. So if I go to the transfers, I can show you exactly what's happened. We're trying to get rid of Matthew Warburton again. He refused to go, which is a pain because if I go to transfers, I'm already on it. £602 per week. They are complaining about that in the end of the month sort of meetings, if you like. Transfer history is what I'm looking for. Here we go. So we signed a couple of players. Yeah, we've signed 5. We signed Tom Smart just briefly before the transfer window. We signed Jordan Thewlis from and it is indeed Harrogate. This is him here. For Harrogate, he's not very good at all. But for us, he's not bad, and he can play as a poacher and advance forward. It's more the advance forward I'm needing him for. And he can, to some degree, play false 9. But yeah, he's mainly there for the advance forward. Basically, he's a bit pacey. He's good at finishing. Off the ball could be a little bit better, but he's got no stats that's needed below 6, really. Although, sorry, below 6, yeah. Passing, it could be better, but his vision kind of makes up for it because he's got a little bit of vision. So that's the first one, Jordan Thewlis. Then we got signed Josh Wilde. Oh, these are all on loan, by the way, because we've got no money. Josh Wilde, a left back. Initially got him as cover, but he's quite quick. 14 pace and 11 acceleration, determination 10, stamina 10, and crossing 10 in particular. That's one of the key ones. He's not a bad looking player. to help us out on our way in trying to progress. Then we got Gateshead's Ryan Bell. He's a defensive midfielder who can play as a ball-winning midfielder for us with his 10 tackling, 10 marking. A lot of high attributes here. The only one that really lets him down really is determination. The only one, should I say, is determination and strength. They kind of let him down somewhat, strength in particular. But it was more the tackling and marking. I think we lack on marking. That's the reason I got him. I got him as like backup for either box to box or for the ball-winning midfielder. Then we signed Graham Kelly on loan, Sheffield United right back. I'm thinking Woodford is dropping off a bit. His pace has dropped to 6 and he's now classed as a 2-star player. This guy's also a 2-star player. He's also only got 7 pace, but his acceleration's 10, so that's not too bad. And he's a full-back that he's mainly going to be a backup. Position's not bad. Tackling could be better. But literally, I just thought I need a new right back. I need one. He's doing all right, but going forward, but defensively, he just seems to struggle for some reason. And then finally, I signed Alex Pursehouse, who was also a right back. He's a little bit quicker in terms of acceleration and that. And his all-round game's a little bit better. 7s for like crossing and dribbling. Marking's only 9, which isn't bad. His position could be better, but teamwork's 14. Concentration lets him down a bit. But overall, I don't think he's that bad. So this is what we've got now. We're still going with this formation. The false 9s do work to some degree. This kind of lets us down sometimes. We've got Tom Smart back in the side. I think I picked the team already. Ready for the game. Tried to sell all these players and not one of them will go. So I'm resigning myself to letting them go at the end of the season. Like I said, Graham Kelly is definitely going to be like a backup because he's not that good. He's only 1.5 star, but he's got a lot of potential. But at Sheffield United, he's not a bad player at all. Josh Wilde's not a bad option for left back. We've even got Dieter Downey out of the team at the minute. He's just trying to get his match fitness back first because he was out for 6 weeks. Obviously, he's clearly the best left back at the club still. But I just wanted to get him back into fitness. And plus, Tom Smart, up until like the last couple of games, well, he had a really good start. He got 9 out of 10 on his first game. So I'm trying to hope. I'm kind of hoping he's going to replicate that sort of form. Ryan Bell's going to take up the box-to-box midfield role for some reason. Why is that? That's because Ben Atkinson is actually injured with a facial injury for 3 to 6 days. So he does miss out on this game. Shelton Payne, he's found himself out on the bench. Not even on the bench. Like Harry Donovan as well as another one. For some reason it's taking a while to highlight anything. There we go. He's only deemed as 1-star ability now, so he's probably not going to be here much longer. Ben Atkinson's still a key player for us. Shelton Payne, 3-star still. I think I opted because there's Liam Blake, who's obviously the more creative player, to go in the false 9 role. But I'm thinking if one goes off, I could put Bridges up front in the advanced forward role instead of Thewlis. I've got Jordan Wright, who can, replace any one of these really, mainly that one and that one, and that's what the idea is with Bell as well. Woodford, because the right back area, they're not match fit. I think one of them is. I can't remember who it was. It might even be Graham Kelly. Yeah, Graham Kelly is actually fit, but he's just not as good. So we're going to try this. We're going to go this team here. I'm thinking about making a change here because we've got Horan who can cover the defence. It's a bit of a dodgy one. I'm reluctant to let Simon Woodford go off because he's done well all season. He's 7.20 average rating. I'm just hoping that Pursehouse can replicate his form because he's only deemed as a 1.5 star, but his stats suggest he's better than that, and he's got 5-star potential as well. Whether he ever reaches that, I've no idea. This is the main concern, that keeper there. So we're going to go ahead and start this game against Gainsborough, hoping. I did actually check that before. Our game hasn't been postponed, fortunately. So we're going to get into this game. And hopefully we can turn it round the form, because we're currently in 16th, which is not good. You can have a look at the table here when it decides it's going to load up. Today, please. There we go. Yeah, 16th position, 33 points, 8 points above relegation there. Alfreton, the team we beat recently, and we are 11 points off playoffs, which I think realistically we're looking sort of this sort of area for this season, trying like a consolidation season if you like, and then hopefully get some decent signings in just to take us to that next level, maybe get to the playoffs next season. It is going to be a challenge, but it's a challenge that I relish. Like the relish that goes on a burger, maybe not. Yeah, so we need to make sure that we're beating these, and I'm gonna expect to win aggressively here. He's confused. Why? And then I'm gonna assertively give him faith for them to succeed in this quest, and it hasn't really worked. I did see like a little like someone's doing a tactic, and he did say that one of the key things about this game is your demands as a manager. You can't just rely on tactics anymore. It's all about your man management. So you got to be demanding, like Alex Ferguson would do, or Sir Alex Ferguson. For those who are Man United fans, who will probably be butthurt about me saying just Alex Ferguson. Yeah, I could call him Taggart instead, but no, I'm not like that. Yeah, so it's a case of it's your demands, it's your man management that's more a focus on this one. It seems that's a great chance for Bridges. Some neat build-up play there as well. It's looking quite promising so far. We are away from home, remember. We've already had 2 shots, albeit one off target. Thewlis is in, and he should have scored. It's a clear-cut chance straight away. Gainsborough don't know what's hit him at this moment in time. We're all over them like a rash, but now they're getting back into the game. It's getting built up in the middle. They're having a bit of the ball in our half, which is not good. We need to try and rectify that as soon as possible. Here comes Pursehouse on this right-hand side. Crosses in deep towards Thewlis. Not a bad ball. Now it's Brown. Obvious option was that the left back, but instead he's gone for Pursehouse. It's a great ball in, and Thewlis is there. Great finish from the loanee from Harrogate. Scored against his former club. He must have signed for Harrogate from there, from Gainsborough. And that's a great start for us. Pursehouse on this right hand side, decent ball in, and got to hand it to Brown. The obvious pass was to left back Tom Smart, but he picked that out of his dick hole, and that pass, and finished with great aplomb. Here comes Newby now from the resulting kick-off. He finds Barrington of the Marcel variety. Now it's Charman. Great effort, good save, Baird this time. That's what I like to see. Keep making saves like that, and I'll keep you on for another year. But definitely, he's worrying. It says 3.5 star, which for a relegation battle, that's really good. It's what's needed. Ideally, you want 5-star players if you want to. At this moment in time, you need 5-star players on every single one if you want to get automatic promotion, or in this case, win the league. But maybe 4-star you can get away with, because as you exceed your expectations or whatever, you choose what you want to do. They want to fight bravely against relegation. The star rating is based on that. If you're saying mid-table finish, the star rating will be based on that. So these guys, their star ratings will go down. Like this guy will probably go down to 2 stars. If it's playoffs, it'll probably be 1.5 star. If it's win the league, it'll be like 1 star. So that's what we've got to think of. We've got to be realistic. Here was just the example. So we're doing okay. So I'm thinking, I don't want to say I'm far from pleased. It does say if anyone's got less than 7 out of 10, you should absolutely bollock them. But I don't know if I'm capable of doing that. I'm not a nasty person. I'll have to have a proper read of it. But any of these guys, I should be laying into them apparently. Not good enough. Aggressively, I'm not happy with your performance so far. Let's try it. Fire him up. Let's try not happy with assertive. Fire him up. Looks fired up. Yeah, that's what we're after. Not happy. I'm not happy with you because I expect a win, but you're not performing that great. Especially ones that are on 6.6. The other problem with firing people up, in my experience, when they've got a yellow card like this dude over here, demotivated. You're alright, you've done alright. You're a turd anyway, but happy with your performance, even though you've done alright. You're nervous for some reason, but I'm still going to say I've got faith. The other thing is it's important to individually do all these guys. That sounds wrong on so many levels, but yeah, it's important to individually, give them like motivation, and also another thing is to praise them if they're on a good run of form, and if they're playing poor, if they're training badly or training good, then you praise them, like have a private chat with them. So here we go. I've got a message time. It's probably going to be my girlfriend saying she's on the way home from work. Oh no, it's a WhatsApp. Never mind. A bottle of pain has just been sent to me. Here's Pursehouse though, and it's wide. Sorry, I went away from the game a little bit there. My Spartan drinks only this. That's how hard he is. He's on about Halo 5. He's older than me. He gets right into his games, but he's funny. Right, so Brown finds Thompson inside. Back it goes to Sinclair. Loose ball, but it's found by Phillips. Lovely ball out wide to Smart. Great ball, Phillips. That's the sort of passing I like to see. Come on, Smart, get the ball. That's it. Here comes Bell. Look at this space for Purse. Oh, it's a great ball to Phillips, but he's offside. I was thinking Pursehouse is the obvious choice, but that's a great attempt at finding one of your teammates in an advanced position. It just didn't come off. Having a lot of ball in the middle. I'd rather this be happening than this bar getting filled up. But obviously it's dangerous. I've got a left back on the bench, so I may put him on because of the yellow card. And he's not playing particularly well as well. Flynn's not playing particularly well. He's doing alright. It's 6.9. It's this guy that's not playing very well. He'll be getting a ball at the end of the game. Now then, do I try something else here? I think Thompson maybe. No, I'll keep it as it is for now. I might take Phillips off. We'll see. See how everyone's performing. See, Pursehouse having a blinder here. He's got an assist, of course. But here comes a throw-in from Gainsborough. Headed away by Flynn. Ty Phillips, that is, picks up the loose ball and finds Bridges. Bridges now looking for options. He goes back to Brown. And he squares it to Bell. Lovely ball out wide for Pursehouse. Now he's in acres of space. He's crossing straight in at the keeper, who for some reason just reaches down to his right and palms it, like literally hits like the palm of his hand and goes nearly out for a corner. Ryan Bell's looking a bit tired, so because of that reason, and he's not having the best game as well, I'm going to take him off. I'm going to put Jordan Wright on in that box-to-box role. Thompson's having a great game as well, to say he hasn't had an assist. Jordan Thewlis hasn't really done much since. I'll leave it about 10 minutes before I bring on Liam Blake, unless obviously some injuries coming first. But yeah, Pursehouse having a great game. That's exactly what I'm looking for. That sort of reaction. Obviously some players are not going to accept aggression. You know, they should do, but they won't. This is a dangerous looking ball for Marcel Barrington, who should have done better. That was a great chance. For so many reasons, John. If anyone remembers of the early FIFAs, then you'll probably know that I was talking about some sexist pig. But Ty Phillips, I'm reluctant to take you off, you know, because it's only mainly you're getting taken off because you're tired. I'm thinking I can't take Thompson off. He's playing so well. So Liam Blake, you're going to have to come on for him. I know you're left-footed. I think we've got 3 left-footed players up front now. I'm not sure if Thewlis is left-footed now. Can't remember. Let's quickly have a look. It's bugging me. He's right-footed, sorry, but he's not right only. I think that's what we're tricking me. So here's Pursehouse with the throw. Right, plays it down the line for Blake. Blake is obviously not the most paciest player, but he's quite a creative player. He's got decent passing. That's not a decent pass by Thompson. And here come Gainsborough on the counter. It's a loose pass inside, and Thompson takes over. He finds a decent ball, intercepted well by Salt to be rubbed into the wounds. Kind of a poor pun. But here comes Brogan now. He's got options in front of him. Fortunately, he's giving it straight to Wild, who plays a lovely ball for Bridges. Thewlis takes over. Look at this space here for Blake, but instead he's gone for Bridges. Bridges now takes it wide. Crosses over for Blake! Oh, it was actually going wide to the opposite side. But Buds is very, very relieved that came his way, because that should have been, and could have been, and would have been 2-0 had he got it on target. I'm trying to get all the shoulda, woulda, couldas out there. So Beard with a long kick downfield. I could call him Beard because of Gears of War, and I used to call it because he said, "Oh, what you beat Beard used to run off and get himself killed and stuff when you had it on the hardest setting." What are you running off for, Beard? What are you being a beard for? He was right, and that's 2-0. Great bit of play there. Blake, instrumental there. That's what he was brought on to do, and that is what he was born to do, is to create goals, because he's not the most prolific in front of goal. 6 finishing is poor, but he's there to set things up. And he's got a decent long shot on him as well. But look at that pass. Boom. Defender maybe could have showed a bit more desire and commitment by sliding in. But look at this response. 16 shots to their 6. That's what we like to see. They're going to get really praised if we win this game. Barrington now. Great tackle, Pursehouse. Again, he's another one who's had a great game. But then the ball is lost, and Barrington now has got an option now to send Gainsborough forward. Instead, it's a loose ball, and Bridges looks miles offside. He does finish with great aplomb. Keeper no chance, but he was miles offside. That was always going to be the case. As you can see, the players have got over 7, more or less, apart from the subs have got over 7. Apart from maybe the strikers. Can't really see that at the minute. Oh, it's down here, look. Thewlis has got over a 7. Liam Blake, he should get higher than that because he got an assist. But we'll soon see. Crosses in deep. It's headed away by Roma. Falls to Brown on the edge of the area. He squares it to right. It wasn't a decent enough touch there. And he lost it, but instead it's gone into the corner. Roma knocks it away. There's a final whistle. That's a great result. It's about time we had a win on the live com, because that was a fantastic result. I expected a win. We were considered underdogs. I didn't really look at that. But I'm going to passionately say that was really special. Give them that extra confidence boost. Look at that, looking confident, overconfident, and then they'll get like slaughtered in the next game. But that was a very good performance, particularly from Thompson, Pursehouse. Owen Sinclair had a good game as well again, and then a couple of cameo appearances from Jordan Wright and Liam Blake. I know Liam Blake hasn't got like a high rate for some reason, but we know he deserves one because he got an assist. Yeah, very good. That result leaves us in 15th. 8 points away from the playoffs, with 2 games in hand, actually, mind. Win both those games, although these in between have only got 1 game in hand. But win those 2 games, and we're not going to be that far away. Maybe we can just turn this around with the new signings we've brought in on loan, and maybe just get into first place. I mean, they're miles in front, 9 points in front of Harrogate. They're going to do well to catch them, albeit Worcester 2 games, they can get themselves on 53 points. They've got to win them though. It's alright saying they've got games in hand, but you've got to win them. You've got to get the points on the board. But yeah, hopefully I've enjoyed this game, this livecom, and the whole episode. In fact, if you have enjoyed it, why not press that like button? If you'd like to keep up to date with the hopefully daily Football Manager releases, then yeah, please feel free to subscribe. If you think anyone else would enjoy, please let them know. And yeah, hopefully join us for the next one, which is the next point. Actually, I need to clear up. I'll just quickly do it because I forgot. I usually say which game we're going to come back to. Referee got 9.3 out of 10. That's pretty good. Schedule. Next game is going to be Bradford Park Avenue. First game in March. That will do us well. Bradford Park Avenue, team that's down near the bottom. No, they're near the top this time. They're normally down bottom. For some reason they're doing really well and performing above expectations, I think. Got 2 games against them, actually. We'll have one prior to it, a couple of weeks before. But yeah, that's the game we're going to aim for there. Panorama North. Hopefully join us for that, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.